Good afternoon, children. Yesterday we read that Sadav was promised by the general that he would send assassins to kill Tom. But nobody came. Dr. Sadav remains perturbed and spent 3 sleepless nights on account of his fear of the assassins killing the American. And subconsciously he wishes that the white man survived and escaped to safety. Now let's see what does he decide about it and what does he do. We are on page number 43. You are well, Sadav agreed. He lowered his voice. You are so well that I think if I put my boat on the shore tonight with food and extra clothing in it, you might be able to row to that little island not far from the coast. It is so near the coast that it has not been worth fortifying. Nobody lives on it because in storm it is submerged. But this is not the season of storm. You could live there until you saw a Korean fishing boat pass by. They pass quite near the island because the water is many fathoms deep there. It is very important, children, here this paragraph because this is an escape plan made by Sadav for Tom. So he says that he is going to put food, clothing, everything in the boat and make him escape. The young man stared at him, slowly comprehending. Do I have to? He asked. Miss Tom was reluctant to go because he knew that Sadav's house was the safest house there in Japan for him because he knew that Sadav was only the man who had saved him. So he did not, and he might not find people like Sadav. So he was thinking if he had to go. But Sadav had instructed him to go to the island that could be seen from his house. The island which was very close to the coast. And the island where nobody stayed because it was so close to the coast, the fisherman or anybody might be thinking it is better to go reach to the coast instead of staying there. So he was asked to go there, and from there he could take any Korean fishing boat and go away from the island whenever he gets opportunity. I think so, Sadav said gently. You understand, it is not hidden that you are here. So servants had left, and then everybody now knew, even general knew about the presence of American in house of Sadav. The young man nodded in perfect comprehension. Okay, he said simply. Sadav did not see him again until evening. As soon as it was dark, he had dragged the stout boat down to the shore, and in it he put food and bottled water that he had bought secretly during the day, as well as 2 quilts he had bought at a pawn shop. The boat he tied to a post in the water, for the tide was high. There was no moon, and he worked without a flashlight. Why? Because he did not want anybody to know that he was arranging the things for Tom to leave, to escape from there. When he came to the house, he entered as though he were just back from his work, and so Hana knew nothing. Yumi was here today, she said, as she served him his supper. Though she was so modern, still she did not eat with him. Yumi cried over the baby. She went on with a sigh. She misses him so. The servants will come back as soon as the foreigner is gone, Sadav said. So here Sadav promised his wife. He went into the guest room that night before he went to bed himself and checked carefully the American's temperature, the state of moon, and his heart and pulse. The pulse was irregular, but that was perhaps because of excitement. The young man's pale lips were pressed together and his eyes burned. Only the scars on his neck were red. I realize you are saving my life again, he told Sadao. Not at all, Sadao said. It is only inconvenient to have you here any longer because soon it would be there in the news that he had hid an American in his house. Servants would have already reported the matter to the people, as Sadao thought. He had hesitated a good deal about giving the man a flashlight, but he had decided to give it to him after all. It was a small one, his own, which he used at night when he was cold. So that is why he did not want to give Tom the flashlight because he used to use it personally. But it was very important for Tom. How? Let's see what instruction does he give. If your food runs out before you catch a boat, he said, signal me two flashes at the same instant the sun drops over the horizon. Do not signal in darkness, for it will be seen. If you are all right but still there, signal me once. You will find fresh fish easy to catch, but you must eat them raw. A fire would be seen. So, as the enemy was asked to stay on the island and wait for the Korean fishing boats, he had to stay there safely on his own account. And then a little guidance and instruction is given by Sadao to him so that his presence there is not known to the people on the coast. Okay, the young man breathed. He was dressed now in the Japanese clothes which Sadao had given him, naturally to hide his identity. And at last moment, Sadao wrapped a black cloth about his blond head so that if American had to stay for a longer time and if his golden hair come out, then he is not identified. Now, Sadao said. The young American, without a word, shook Sadao's hand warmly and then walked quite well across the floor and down the step into the darkness of the garden. Once, twice, Sadao saw his light flash to find his way, but that would not be suspected. He waited until from the shore there was no one more flash. Then he closed the partition. That night he slept. Why? Because now he was not having any tension of the enemy Tom. Tom had left. You can say Sadao had made him escape safely.